Hey everybody, Eric from Fat Free Interactive. Today I'm going to be going over the quick way to get Expression Engine 2 running on a local dev environment. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm using the Apache server XAMPP, which you can get for free at apachefriends.org. Of course, make sure that you have a valid copy of Expression Engine 2. You can purchase that at expressionengine.com. So let's dive right in. Once you have unzipped all your files, make sure you put them in the appropriate directory. So I've created an EE213-tutorial directory within my localhost directory and placed the unzipped files in there. Next step, almost as important as anything else in the whole in the installation process, you want to change the permissions on a few of the different files and directories. So let's navigate over to our system directory, our Expression Engine directory inside of there, and inside of there the config directory. Firstly, you want to set the permissions of the config.php file to 666. So let's do this. Bada bing, bada boom. That should be good. Apply those changes. Same thing to your database.php file. Set those to 666. Boom. And lastly, go to your cache folder, and we need to set the permissions for the cache folder to 777. So let's do that. Bam. Okay. Now that that's done, we should be able to run through this installation process fairly quickly. All right. Navigate over to localhost / EE213 tutorial, whatever your directory was. Bottom line, go to your system directory. That's where the installation process will start. So here we are in the update wizard, installation and update wizard. So let's click here to begin, yada yada yada, click here to install, I agree to terms. Okay. You can put in, make sure that you put in obviously your valid license number, but for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to put in a random license number. Server settings, again, but make sure that you have your database created. For this tutorial, I created a database named, what was it? Let me fill this in first. My database name is EE2tut. Let me backtrack just a bit. The SQL Server address, because we're doing it on localhost, will be localhost. Your SQL username through XAMPP is root. And for a local dev environment, you don't need a SQL password, so leave that blank. Okay, non-persistent database connection, that should be good. Create your admin account. So just create that. You can put in your password, whatever you desire. Confirm that. Email, screen name, which will be the one that appears on any posts. Of course, you can change this later on within the control panel. I'm just going to put Eric, and I'm going to say Expression Engine 2 installation is the name of the site. Probably a little long for just the tutorial, but you get the idea. Okay, default template. Let's just jump over to the Agile Records template, just so we can see that it's actually working. Okay. All of this stuff you can change within the control panel once it's installed, so we don't really need to worry about this quite yet. Localization settings, we can probably ignore those unless you're on a daylight savings time, and bam, let's install Expression Engine. May take just a couple of seconds. So, how's everybody doing? Okay, it's running through its process here. There we go. All right, so the final step in the process is to, very importantly, as I say, delete your system/installer directory. Excuse me. So go back into your Explorer, or whatever you want to call it, and delete your installer directory. Okay. We can do a couple of different things. Let's go and check out the control panel. Oops, let me put my screen name in, my password. Boom. We are in the control panel, and if you'd like, you can take a look at the basic template that they provide you, just to give you an idea of how things can work. Great place to really kind of practice different techniques and learn a little bit about what's going on in EE 2.0. And then, of course, plug in your own site and get to work on really making an awesome website in Expression Engine 2. In the future, there's going to be a lot more tutorials on some specific ways to implement and optimize your site. But for now, I'm Eric from Fat Free Interactive. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and really, Expression Engine's the way to go. So we'll see you again soon. Bye, everybody.